But I would probably say right now, my most pettiest thing right now, I am tired of everybody bashing Chloe Bailey.
Hey, what I want to say, never mind. Who is that? I don't know who that is.
Hey, she out here doing her thing.
Well, you see her?
Huh?
Never mind. I don't know.
Hey,
I have no clue who that is. I don't know who Chloe Bailey is. I don't watch TV. I don't know that she has a twin.
I know who she is. I know who
she is too, brother.
Hey. Hey, everybody here just bashing her, bro. Hey,
what though?
Bad look, man. Y'all quit hating on her. Hey, she out here doing her thing, minding her business, taking care of self-care, all that good stuff. And y'all out here on the internet just bashing. So everybody on Chloe, get off of her.
It's time to elevate your mind with SJC. Let's take a journey to new possibilities. Open up your mind to things you cannot see. It's time to elevate your mind. It's time to elevate your mind with SJC.
Yo, what up? Welcome to Elevate by SJC. I'm your host, Mr. SJC. Unfortunately, my baby, she's out today. I gave her excused absence, so I guess I'll let her slide. Kind of nervous. This is kind of my first show by myself because I was being me and my baby. I love her, but it's all good. We just need man time sometimes. So on the show, it's all good. But hopefully, I have her do one show by herself, let her know how it feels. But I'm so happy to have these young men of distinction on the show. I've been trying to get them on so long, but when you flipping houses and selling houses all in the Huntsville, Madison, Birmingham area, you don't have time for a podcast. That's good. Black business, right? So we're gonna bring them on in just a minute. But I guess I'll ask myself because she's not here. I'm doing pretty good today. I got my worship shirt on, listened to some church yesterday. Put the Monday Minute out. Got about 4 or 5 coming out, and I'm always have like different people on there. So it's gonna be dope. But hey, it's not about me. It's about our guest, Mr. Chatman Hill and Mr. Fred Copeland. Gonna bring on Mr. Chatman Hill first. What's up, Mr. Chatman?
What's going on, man? What's good? Good to see you, bro.
What's up, man? Roll Tide, baby. Roll Tide.
The Tide did roll last year. Well, yeah. So last year and this year, they did roll. So I got to give props where props is due. So, man, salute to you guys going undefeated in the SEC. So I can't say too much this year. So I want to just show respect.
Hey, it's expected, okay? So we good. It's expected. When you expect excellence, we appreciate it, though. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
And we got Mr. Freddie Copeland. Frederick, what's up? What's up, Mr. Fred?
Yo, what's up? What's going on?
What's up, man? I thought you were nervous for a minute.
What's going on? I'm here.
What's up? So,
nah.
we appreciate you guys coming on the show. We appreciate you guys coming on the show. I know it's been a minute trying to get in contact, but I know everyone's schedule is busy. But we'll start, Mr. Chatman. Let us know who you are. What do you do?
So I am Chatman Hill. I'm a real estate advisor here in the Birmingham market. I do work in some other areas, but I do focus on the Jefferson County, and surrounding counties of Birmingham area. So I've been in the game for about 2.5 years now. So just trying to stay focused, trying to stay motivated, getting to it, and making stuff happen.
Cool. Mr. Frederick, are you there? Like your screen frozen. You still there, man?
Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah.
All right. Let us know who you are. What do you do?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I'm a scientist for a company called Torre, and then you can't hear me?
Yes, I can. I can hear you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm a scientist for a company called Torre, and then I inspect carbon fiber airplanes, and I started off really around 2012, 2013 when I first moved to Huntsville. and it has started off as a little in focus.
Kind of broke up there. Say your last part again, bro.
Haven't, I guess.
It's cool. It's pre-recorded. Can you get on your laptop?
The part, it started off as a side business around 2012 when I first moved to Huntsville, and then it's grown since then, and it's kind of my main focus right now.
Okay, cool. Well, look, we know you got a little technical difficulties, but if you need to change laptops, computer, just let me know, and we will get it done. But
yeah, let me try.
Yeah, just go ahead and try your laptop or whatever. We'll bring you back in. It's nothing, bro. But while he gets situated and get his things done, it'll be me and Mr. Chatman here. Appreciate you coming on, man.
No doubt.
We're gonna get started with our Exit 30 segment. So we'll be right back during going to commercial break.
This is your Exit 30 segment, brought to you by Hot Wicks and Scents. Looking for a way to add a touch of luxury to your day? Shop Hot Wicks and Scents for uplifting, nostalgic fragrances that are sure to please your senses. Always remember to stay hot. Come visit us at www.hotwicksandscents.com.
Appreciate that, Sherry. All right, so this is our Exit 30 segment. Something was on my heart. People always ask, what is elevation requires separation? What is that slogan? What does that mean? Well, it was kind of crazy. I found that on someone's Facebook page probably like 6-7 months ago. It was real dope because I'm like, I'm just now starting my podcast. That'll be a good slogan to use. So to me, elevation requires separation. That's when sometimes in life, unfortunately, you have to separate yourself from other people, other things, other distractions in order to elevate to a next level. If you do not, then you become stagnant. You come in this box and you'll never be able to see yourself in a different frame or elevate to that next level for that gift that God has given you. So to me, elevation requires separation. You have to separate yourself from those distractions in order to elevate to the next level. What you think about that, Mr. Chatman?
It's a mouthful, man. It's a lot said, man. A very small phrase. So, I feel the same way. Like, you just cannot continue to do the same things as you progress in life. When you elevate yourself, you're not going to always bring everybody with you. That's always just a case of life that brings to itself. So you just have to stay, whatever you focus on, make sure that you're doing that, continuously doing that while elevating. But again, the elevation calls separation. So things that you used to do, that people used to hang around with, the spots you used to go to and kick it, whatever it is, your circle of people may change. We always say that, we always want to value a core group of people, but sometimes that does not always happen. Some people that you think is going to rock with you the long way, it's always in your circle. They may not always end up being in your corner. I think it's two different things. So you have a circle of people, but actually who's going to be in that corner is very, very small. So I think the elevation requires separation. It's super dope, and I respect it for sure.
That's real. Who's that rapper? Rocco. He said it best. Keep squares out your circle.
Exactly.
So hey, when I used to listen to it, I was a young thing in the streets, a young man trying to do a thing. But now getting older, now I really know what that really means. So that is pretty dope, man. But like I said, I do appreciate you coming on the show. How long I've known you? What? Maybe 10, 8?
It's been probably about 10. I think. Probably like 2010. We kind of connected through crazy situations.
Yeah.
But man, I think in 2010. Or maybe like 2009. No, I think it's probably around 2000. Somewhere around there. Somewhere around there. So we've been knowing each other for a long while. Just been staying connected. That's the main thing.
Man. People fall off.
Yeah, people fall off. But man, if you can stick with somebody for that long, and like I say, always, touching. You may not talk every day,
True.
but wherever we left off last time, so we pick right back up, keep moving. So that's 100.
Hey man, this is the most smoking cigar man that I know him. Every time I see him on Instagram, he out somewhere smoking a cigar, man. Look, I gotta ask you about that. I know we talking about real estate, but how did you get started smoking with cigars? Like, that's just something came along, or you just always been a cigar smoker?
Man, no, how it came along, man. So like 2018, I had one of like a close friend. He's from Birmingham. We just been, we met kind of like when I first, got into the game of real estate or wanted to learn real estate. We kind of connected, and so he was like, at that time I was working at a retail store, and we was connecting. So he was like, man, I want you to meet this cat, X, Y, and Z, cool dude, real humble dude. I want you to meet him. So he was like, we're gonna meet him at a cigar shop. So I said, okay. So it was like a Saturday, I believe. We was at the cigar shop, walked in, and he was like, hey, I want you to meet this guy. The guy was the president of the cigar club that I'm currently in now. And I was like, man, I just met this dude like 2 weeks ago selling him some clothes at the retail store where I was working at. So we push forward, go through X, Y, Z. So I being around, hanging with those guys, I got into it a little bit. Really wasn't all the way full in as I am now, but just being around them and just hanging around, like I said, watching football games or whatever it may be. They always, smoking cigars because they are in this cigar club. So push forward 2 years later, people don't understand, like, it's not just sitting around smoking cigars.
Right.
The cigar shop lounge is almost like the golf course. So many relationships and connections and business transactions are worked in a cigar shop that a lot of people don't really know. So, man, they came to me and was saying, like, hey, you changing your career path. I think it'd be vital for you. Because I was then growing into cigars, learning about them and enjoying them a little bit more. Because cigars are like wine. You have a different palate.
Yeah.
Cigars bring a different taste. You have a different boldness of a cigar. So there's so much in cigars that a regular person wouldn't even just, understand. So me getting myself into cigar, smoking a little bit more, it was like, man, I think this would be a prime situation for you to get into the club and learn and being working with or being a part of an organization of men that are doing well, prospering, have their own businesses, everything. So the connection that you can, gain from that, it's an opportunity outside of just smoking cigars. So it's an investment too. So, man, like I said, got into it, man, thus far. And then, like I said, just got into it, wanting just to support, because we do a lot for the community. We do a lot for the
I see that.
For the we give back to a lot of kid foundations and support of the kids in whichever way we can be. But as that progressed, got an opportunity now just to kind of just build myself up and work with these guys. Because I'm the youngest one in the group,
I see you be with the old heads.
Yeah, I'm with the old heads. So everybody in the group, 30 plus, so I have OGs, I have, guys that are close to me that, I can relate to in some different ways. But again, at the end of the day, it's about building relationships and bettering myself and putting myself around people that are already where I'm trying to get and, transition to that. So like I said, it just kind of full circle, man, with the cigars.
That's true. I think Mr. Copeland's back on. Mr. Fred, you there? You ready?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah. You good. We were talking about cigars.
Good. Yeah.
Hold on.
I had a little technical difficulty.
You do your reintroduction. Now you got your stuff up and working. Look, CJ, that's crazy. I was talking to him because I got this cigar maybe, I think, about 6 months ago. I still ain't opened it, man. I got to go in the backyard of my fire pit, but this man already smoking that cigar with that whiskey, that wine, whatever it is, chilling and relaxing.
Well, I call it it's therapeutic. So it's my wind down. It's my vice. Everybody has some type of vice. So, man, I can't go wrong with a nice, cigar to bring my day down, or whatever going on. It's just advice for me. So that's cool.
I'm gonna try. I promise. I'm gonna try. Maybe when it get a little warmer, because it's cold outside. I don't feel like going nowhere. But Fred, we're gonna let you come back, man. So tell me how you got into the house flipping game or the condo flipping game.
It kind of started off as a side hustle, man. Me growing up, I see my father just work one job, and I really didn't want that, man. I wanted more. And so, man, I knew I always wanted to do something. So when I moved here in 2012, I was living with my ex-girlfriend at the time. And she had a homegirl that her husband was in the military. And he had to be deployed in like 3 weeks. And so he ended up selling his condo for like super duper cheap, man. And it's just one of them things, man. I grabbed it and then it just took off from there.
Cool. Yeah, because how many you got now?
I got 4 properties right now.
Oh, for real? That's what's up. Okay.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, Mr. Chatman. So I see you have the Chatman Hill Real Estate Advisor.
Yeah.
So how did you get into the real estate game?
Man, it's always been a long time passion. That I, it kind of just how God worked it out. It took a little bit longer, but man, when I wanted to get real estate fresh out of high school, but just doing what you think is right, going to college and stuff like that, which is not a bad thing, but going into that era of going to college and things like that. But then, and like I said, my prior career, the structure of the company started changing, and it did not go up; it went down. So I think that was just a time for me to get back to what I was passionate about, or wanted to see if I was passionate about for it. So like I said, that what kind of pushed me into getting into the real estate game. So that's how I got started in the real estate game about 2.5 years ago.
Cool. So you own your own real estate company now?
Well, this is my brand, so I work under Keller Williams. But
hey, Keller Williams got everybody. Damn.
They give you the opportunity to create your own brand within the company. So you can start your own brokerage, and a lot of people are kind of starting to do that now. But again, like I said, right now, the structure of Keller Williams it works for me. I like it, so that's where I'm at now. But I do have the opportunity, to kind of create my brand within a brand.
Cool, man. I hear Keller Williams one more time. They dope though. They up in Huntsville. I don't know where's they at, but they
wide.
I'd be like, golly. So when y'all start your own podcast on real estate and house flipping, make sure y'all under my brand. I want to be like Keller Williams. But no, I think it's dope what you guys doing, man. Like one of the things that, of course, I want to build my own house, have multiple properties. I look up to Fred because I'll never forget. I used to live at a spot where he was actually having a couple of condos, and he, I think the time he may owned it 1 or 2, and now he's owning 4. And I was just like, dang, man, I want to get like that because especially Black people, first thing we do with somebody die, what we do? I'm going to sell that house. I need that cash flow.
Yeah.
So what's the importance of making sure that, what's the importance of African Americans owning property?
It's to me, it's just the thing of being an owner, man. You own your own. Like a lot of people, especially Black people, man, we associate status with materialistic possessions. Yeah. And I think we need to try to get out of that and, and just start owning stuff, man. Most people rent, lease, you know what I mean? And it's a big difference when you own. And, it's not about materialistic things. It's about ownership. And then you can pass the assets down to your children and
generational wealth.
Just generate wealth,
Right. That's crazy because I had listened to this guy. He had this Zoom call maybe like a couple months ago, right? And he was saying if you rent, you are homeless. I never thought about it the way because the owner can any day they can go to Keller Williams and say, "Hey, I want my house up for sale." You see what I'm saying? So that's a goal of mine to have not but one but multiple properties. Chatman, like, are most of your clients, are they African Americans or are they a wide range of consumers or clients?
Most are African Americans. You just create a culture of people building that relationship with people that's in your database. So for me, like I said, most of my clients have been African American. So hopefully people will give you the chance to diversify yourself and be able to get into those different cultures. But right now, my clientele is mostly African American.
How do you get clients though? How do you get clients to like
it's different ways, man. You have database of people that that you built through your client or building your clientele. So you have a database that you can create. You have lead generation systems that's out there that that will funnel leads into your database, and you have to pick up the phone and call them, and that's probably the most difficult part of it because if a person doesn't know you and you call them and say, hey, I seen that you looked at this house on on my website, and they hang up, pick up the phone on you. That creates the more self-esteem decrease ever. So like I said, it takes a lot of, for a person that just can pick up the phone all day, and maybe 60-70% of people hang up in their face, but they still dial on the phone with those leads. But like I said, it's different ways of generating leads and building your clientele base, but you have to kind of figure out what's best for you, because somebody may not be good at cold calling, somebody else may be. So like I said, it's different ways to generate business. But like I said, I tell most people that ask me about real estate, you gotta just find out what you like and what you love to do inside of real estate.
So my favorite word, you gotta grustle, you gotta grind and hustle.
Yeah, you gotta grind. This is not no easy pay.
That ain't me.
Yeah, this is a day in, day out. You got to get out there. Whatever you create, it will manifest. But if you don't create nothing, you won't get nothing. So it's 100% commission. Ain't nobody, clocking you in, clocking you out. It's your business. You get a 1099 at the end of the year. So ain't nobody checking on you.
It's like you on your own.
Oh yeah, it's your business. Yeah,
I'm good.
Yeah. When you're a real estate agent, you not, like I said, nobody checking to see if you clock in, or if you take a break for 3 hours, nobody ain't gonna question you. But again, like I said, for most full-time real estate agents, which I am, whatever we don't eat, we not gonna eat. You know what I'm saying? So we got to get to it and to make sure that we put it in, day out, so we can bring something to the table.
Well, they say those real estate agents, those are the slickest talkers out there.
Hey, this is like car salesmen. There's some of them out there that will get you.
Oh, yeah, they will.
Hey, everybody is not the person you want to work with in this business. So that's what you have to figure out for yourself, who's bringing the best value to you as a real estate agent, who's advising you through the transaction, and each opportunity will presents itself. So again, yeah, it's a bad name. We like car salesmen have a bad name, real estate agents have a bad name, but everybody's not bad. There's some very devoted, educated agents out there that are really doing a good job at providing clients the best interest at heart. So that's what it really takes. And you're just finding the person that's willing to work for you in your market.
Right, cool. I got I guess it's a question for both of you guys. Like Chatman, for you, like, do you get a lot of people that's trying to flip homes, or like people that's buying that has multiple properties? And Fred, for you, what advice do you give for people who wants to get in the business of, I guess, do you call it house flipping or buying multiple properties? Like, what do you call yourself when you do that?
I don't really have no title, but the best advice I can give to somebody is just stay devoted, man, and don't fall into the hype. The thing that gets me about like real estate moguls now, when they talk to you on Instagram and stuff like that, they'll talk to you like you already got $100,000 in the bank somewhere.
Yeah, the dude I talked to, he was like, tomorrow. I'm like, bro, hold on.
You gotta start. You really gotta start from scratch, like how I did. The way I did it was I was living there with my child's mom at the time. And I used my first time home buyer's loan, and I first bought an investment property instead of buying a home for myself. Yeah.
Was it like a multifamily?
Yeah. Oh. But when I did it, I got a lot of backlash because people, they're not going to understand your vision.
Hey, hold on. Before you go, that's crazy you said that, man. I had just had an interview with this guy yesterday, an actor, or a couple weeks ago with this actor, right? And then we were talking about that. Growth requires silence, but also what I'm doing, I think the thing about, I'm not going to say black people, everybody, people love to judge what you're doing because it's not their vision.
Exactly.
So what? You see what I'm saying? I think that's the biggest lesson I've learned growing up. When this podcast first started, people didn't, oh, Sam, you don't know what he's doing, or, it's hard work, you know what I'm saying? But now I appreciate the work, right? But now, I mean, my catalog, me and my homeboy, we talked about it on a previous episode. He's like, I'm called the new church, right? Not saying like in a way of I'm God, but just like the black book. I call it the SJC black book. The amount of people that I have contacts with: real estate agents, house flippers, pastors, doctors, dentists, nurses, beauty products, teachers. You see what I'm saying? So my vision is coming to true. Just because people didn't see Fred doing what he was doing, or people do down that buying a multi-family home, right? But look where you're at now. You see what I'm saying? So it's not all about what people, their opinion, right? it's all about, do you see your vision at the end of the day? You know, you got a gift, man. You know what I'm saying? But my bad. I go in. Go ahead. I go in.
Yeah, you gotta believe in yourself, most definitely. And then, but like I said, I got a lot of backlash when I did that because everybody was like, well, why don't you buy a house for the both of y'all? And I'm like, well, she already has her house.
Right.
And I'm like, and then, you know, I'll try to explain my vision to people and they weren't catching on and all of that. And so that's how I started. And then, you know, the first signs of me getting profit, you know, I could have ran out and bought a car, an Audi, a Mercedes, you know, but like I just always made the profit and then just put back and then just invested in myself. And then I just grew from there, you know, and then you really can't. And then it's another thing too, like you can't try to keep up with the Joneses. If you see somebody else, you know, and they successful and they doing this and that, you got to stay in your own lane. And you, like I said, you just believe in yourself and you got to make your own way. And you know, just don't fall into the hype.
Is credit score important? Because people think
extremely. That's like I've always had a job. And so I built my credit score up from my job, you know, and then like when I go to the bank and if I ask for loans and stuff, like it's proof that I work. So, you know, they're not, it's more favorable that I will get the loan. See what I'm saying? As far as somebody, you going in there with a business plan, but you don't have, like, the bank is looking at like, okay, if it falls off, how you gonna pay us? You know what I mean?
Right.
You always gotta have multiple streams of income. But like I said, I just started off working, man. Just started off working, save my money, and then when the opportunity came, you know, I just pounced on it.
That's cool. What about you, Chatman? Do you get like a lot of people that want to flip homes, or that's something you ever thought about doing?
I've gotten a lot of people that will call me and talk about, you know, they want to invest in real estate, want to flip homes. But once you have that real conversation with them, you don't never hear from them. I mean, what a percentage of people you hear from, you don't hear from them no more. So like I said, and I appreciate that because I value my time. But you do hear a lot of people because, like I said, it's so popular. Like you see it all over Instagram, you see it all over Facebook, people going in and making investments and flipping this and the return. And then people just understand it takes a lot of work into flipping homes. Or
well, what's the real, you say once you had that real, what's the real conversation? What's the real thing that you get them that you don't hear them from no more?
Money.
I was about to say the same thing.
Money, credit score. Because I mean, the thing about it, like you know, Fred, if you got a job and you got your credit score is where it needs to be, you're presenting yourself better to negotiate with the bank. You'll be surprised when you have those things aligned, how you can go into a bank and be on more of the demanding side than they are, or what they will qualify you for. So that's one thing that a lot of people don't know. But again, people look at it, and then when you tell them, okay, if you're in this position where your credit score is not where it needs to be, this is what you need to do to get it where it needs to be, so you can start investing it. And so you're making those investments or flips or whatever you want to do in real estate. But again, people they won't pick this, like, feel like this era right now, generation, whatever you want to call it. They want quick money. They see, you got the scammers out here.
They want the OnlyFans money.
They got OnlyFans, which I ain't knocking nobody what they do.
Right. I ain't knocking it either.
Yeah. The quick turnaround is what getting everybody. So the quick money, they don't want to invest the time. And like I said, you got to find a lot of stuff when you go to invest. Like, okay, who is your contractor? Who's going to do the work for you? Are you going to do the work? Are you licensed to do? Like, you got to figure out. It's a lot into it just to say that. Oh, I'm going to go start flipping homes. So, like I said, I think most of it is the dedication of people that don't want to put the time into it. But again, it all depends on the person. But like I said, that really what deters people from going into the further part of investing in real estate was with, like I said, your cash flow, how much money you have saved up, and where your credit score and things of that nature is at.
What's the average credit score that you have to have as far as buying a home or getting a loan from the bank? 620
is to buy. I mean, some lenders will do 580, but for the most part, 620 is what a bank will take in from a buyer to qualify them for a loan. But it takes it's more than that too. Just because you have a good credit score, your credit score is more than 620. What's your DTI? How much debt to income do you have? That's a big thing. what's your W-2s? They're gonna look at your last 2 W-2s. They're gonna look at your last 2 pay stubs, see how much money you're bringing in. Because again, like Fred said, hey, if you ain't bringing in no money, how you gonna pay off this mortgage?
Right.
Yeah, so it's a lot of things that go into
my OnlyFans account, Cash App requests. I'm just, you know, that's the reality we live in. Let's be real.
I mean, just to bring it down to scale, I have a lady that runs her own. She does hair for a living. She runs her own boutique. But from the past few years, she was not, not doing a 1099 based as a business owner, and now it's taking her longer to qualify for a loan because the bank is looking at, okay, we see the money, but where is it coming from? Because she's doing 20, 30 heads a week and making great money,
right?
But where's the money coming from? So now she's having to set herself up in a position where she can qualify and present herself to a lender to say that, okay, we see the paper trail, and now we'll provide you with a loan to buy a home. So like I said, it just all depends.
Hey, y'all
file your taxes. File your taxes every year. Do it right.
Definitely. Do it right. Do it the right way.
What?
File your taxes every year. Do it right.
File your taxes, people.
Look, do shortcuts.
The government needs your money. File your taxes, and we ain't gonna see none of it. Okay, but no. Real question though. I was thinking about this. You guys have I tell people this all the time when you come on this podcast. You guys have a lot of information, right? People do not like researching.
They're lazy.
Won't you guys start your own podcast?
Well, even in that, you got to watch it.
Yeah, and then I mean, I just don't have.
You right. You got to watch it.
It's time. It's time.
I don't have time.
You know what? I thought about it. My vision is not Alabama. I've said this before. It's not about Huntsville. It's not about Birmingham. It's about worldwide, right? Using this black book. They may live in Indiana. They may not know Chatman or Fred, right? But that's the tool. So that's the tools that I give them to watch this podcast so they know who to go to and link up with and things of that sort. So yeah, don't worry about who's going to watch it, but you put the information out there. So when I do need information, I can just go to Chatman Hill Real Estate Advisor Podcast or Mr. Copeland, Mr. Professional House Flipper or Condo Flipper, and get the information I need. Y'all need to do that for it, man. Look, I've seen so many weird podcasts out there. Y'all it'll blow your mind.
Hey, we may have to put some time
for it, man.
Hey,
I don't talk a whole lot no way, so.
Hey, look, that's why y'all on here, because both y'all don't talk.
Yeah,
they say in real estate, man, you know, when you post a video on Facebook, you got to get whatever you're trying to get across in 2 minutes or less, because after that 2 minutes, man, people swiped out of your video and scrolled up to something else.
But that's crazy.
Just span is short.
Yeah, the crazy thing about that, when I first started my podcast, and also when also the dude about the real estate, he was like, if you really about this, stay at the end of this Zoom call so we can start today. I guarantee you, hell, at that time I ain't had no money, right? I guarantee you, it's probably like 300 people on the call. Maybe 5 people stayed over after that, because it's for instance, podcasting, it is a real investment. People think I get on here to talk. No, I built my own website. I do my own production. I do my own sound check. I do all that, right? I got to go in here, edit this, post it on YouTube, and post it on all streaming platforms, Google, Amazon, Spotify, Apple, all that. So it's everywhere. So people do not like putting the work. They want to see the end result. They want that OnlyFans, like, let me show something and I get $20.
Yeah, be careful. We may have some OnlyFans out there. They're going to come and get you, dog. You got to be careful.
Look, we're going to have some OnlyFans podcast. It's going to be dope. And they're going to really tell me how they are. But look, we got to go to commercial break with our next segment, so we'll be right back.
Your favorite segment, Say It With Your Chest, is brought to you by ElevateBySJC.com. Shop for the latest Elevate gear and watch the latest episodes. And don't forget, elevation requires separation. Back to you, SJC.
Thank you, Sherry. Oh, I bet she. Never stop. I'm engaged. Look, so this is our segment. Say it with your chest. Something that's bothering you, someone that got on your nerves, or just being petty. So, say it with your chest. Get it out there. Get it off your chest so you can, breathe a little bit. So we're gonna start with Mr. Fred. What's on your mind, man? Like, be petty. Like somebody got on your nerves, something, someone, whatever, a situation that happened.
I'll get a little bit more broader than that. I want to say something about my black people in general.
Oh Lord! This is him, not me.
Yeah, like what I was saying earlier, man, about statuses and materialistic stuff, man. We need to get out of that. And I know some of us is bred like that. You know, some of us ain't come up with a whole lot. So when we get it, you know what I mean? We don't know how to save it. You know what I mean? We're not used to money, like for real. Like, just say for instance, like somebody gave me $10,000. What would you do with it?
Or that stimulus check.
Most people will run out, get a car, get the new iPhone, you know, get the new Jordans coming out. You know what I mean? Like, we got to just stop that mentality, man. And it's like, we just got to like, just grow wealth, man. You know, like black people wear our money on us. You know what I'm saying?
I don't say that one more time. Black people what?
Wear our money on us.
Ooh, hey, boy, they going to go after you after this, boy.
Look,
the line for the Jordans will be so long, but the line to make money the hard way, 2 people.
You know, so I mean, that's been bothering me here lately, just about us being, you know, as a race, and you know, we spend our money with other races more than, you know, we do with ourselves, and so we need to start investing in, you know, us, but at the same time, our business need to be legit. You know what I mean? You can't.
You gotta speak on it.
Yeah, you can't sit up here and have a wing place and tell all the black people, hey, come eat, and then you got degenerate wings. You know what I'm saying?
My dude going, that's real though. That's real. You have to be real. You know, it's all about being real. That's real.
Yeah, and get mad when people don't spend money with you. Like you running bad business. So you know what I mean? You just gotta. I don't know, man. It struck a nerve with me the other day. I was thinking about it.
No, that's real. We appreciate the honesty, man. That's why me and CJ was talking about elevation requires separation. And I used to be that type of person where I'm not gonna say I did care a lot. Like, dang, man, I wish so-and-so, man, they got so much potential and blah, 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 blah. But when you think about it, when you waste that energy on people, it takes away from you and you become that. That's why you have to make sure you have to make sure you take care of you first, because if not, you become a product of your environment. I said on a podcast a couple weeks ago, winners win, losers lose, period. Winners win, losers lose. That's why I make sure I surround myself with people that are winners. Now, I still fool my losers. I fool my losers. I'm fooling. We're going to crack up. But I know how to address them. I know how to keep them in certain conversations, right? I can't bring you to Chatman Hill and Fred's real estate class or house flipping class because I know you ain't gonna take it serious, and that's my money wasted. You see, I'm gonna go deep. My bad, Chatman. Go ahead, man.
You're preaching, man.
Go ahead, man.
Nah, bro, I'm the same way too, man. Like I don't, you know, I see where, and I think, you know, to, you know, Fred topic, man. Like, you know, if you got into that position where you can afford it, that's a different change. You know, that's a different perspective on it. But I do see it all the time, especially, you know, with the younger kid, you know, my generation, man, like they got to show it on them. Like they got to show it. Like I said, you know, that's one thing that does, you know, strike a nerve with me because, like I said, you know, you could be putting, you know, that money that you spending, you know, at the club or, you know, at, you know, whatever designer, whatever you're doing, you can invest one outfit to something that's going to change your whole game. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I respect it, but again, like I said, everybody to each his own. But I would probably say right now, my most pettiest thing right now, I am tired of everybody bashing Chloe Bailey.
Hey, what I want to say no.
Who is
that? I don't know who that is.
Hey, she out here doing her thing.
Well, you see her?
Huh?
No, man. I don't know. I have no clue who that is. I don't know who Chloe Bailey is. I don't watch TV. I don't know that she has a twin.
I know who she is. I know who
she is too, brother.
Hey, everybody here just bashing her, bro. Hey,
what though?
Bad look, man. Y'all quit hating on her. Hey, she out here doing her thing, minding her business, taking care of self-care, all that good stuff. And y'all out here on the internet just bashing. So everybody on Chloe, get off of her.
Hey, so CJ, if she started OnlyFans, you gonna join it?
I'm not. I'm not gonna do it.
She charged $10, bro.
I may think about it, but I'm not gonna join. I can't join.
Disclosure. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, everybody on Chloe Bailey. Hey, leave her alone. Let her do her thing, man. That's my business right there.
Fred, you know who Chloe Bailey is?
I just knew it the other day when you said the Instagram page.
Hey, this is a lie. Hey, this recording gonna be on all platforms.
Hey,
put that in no group.
It be your own people, bro.
Hey,
that's the truth, man.
Hey, disclosure. I've never sent a Chloe Bailey Instagram video to whoever. Disclosure. That man is lying. All right, moving up.
No, you didn't send an actual video, but you was like, man, you need this chick Chloe thing on Grownish. That's what you was talking about, the show Grownish.
Yeah. My daughter watched that. Yeah. She told me.
Yeah, and so and that's how you. And then I was just scrolling, and I'm like, well, let me Google it real quick, and then yeah, that's what's up.
Look, before I move on, before I move on, get put out. Why her sister ain't got the same substance as she do?
It's the same way with Serena and Venus, dog.
That's true. True.
Some of them get them. Hey, some of them take more from the mama than the other one. So
that's true. That's true.
But they both beautiful in God's eyes, and to everybody else, man.
So, we know because you be watching them.
Hey, dog. I just respect it, man. Respect black beautiful women, man. That's what I
black beautiness. Look. I was gonna say something so serious when Fred was talking about black people, but I can't now because we done talked about Chloe Bailey. No, I want to say something. I want to go back, piggyback what Fred was saying about just us people in general. It does make me mad because, like, so we're gonna get brand new shoes. Oh, that's what it was. I see people all the time, man, like on Instagram, they go on a damn trip every week. But ain't got no property. Like, come on, bro. How you vacationing like that? You ain't got no property.
You can easily manipulate pictures and stuff.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
People got
Drake said they be saving them pictures for later.
Yeah, save the pictures. Yeah.
And they got sugar daddies too. They got sponsors and all that. But
so you got to look behind the pictures. You know what I'm saying? You got to look behind the smiles and the tequila and. You know what I'm saying? The margarita.
About real estate, guys. No.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta look behind all of that. It's like looking at the house. It look good on the pictures. But hey, let me walk in here. Let me see. Hey, got a couple cracks in the sediment right here. You know, and you know what I mean. You just gotta do your research.
That's real. That's real. I'm gonna do a research. Look. I think my petty moment. So we get back to the show because we can talk about. Hey, I'm gonna have y'all back for the OnlyFans. Y'all actually special guests. Hey, but no, serious. I think my petty moment though, for real, is based off like what Fred said is buy black. But Plows did say something. If your product is not the par, like you said, the wings, I don't have to buy from you, right? You know what I'm saying? If I order something from you and it take 2 months, I'm not shopping with you no more. Yeah. There's a product I did buy. I'm not gonna say their name on air because he might sue me. And it took I never got my product. They said I did, but I'm like, no, I got the tracking number right here. It really took 6 months to get my $17 back.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And they were black. So
and that's my thing, man. I love to support black businesses, but man, if you are not to a standard where, like I said, especially where if your price tag is higher than what it really need to be,
man, what?
You still not providing the service that I think should go with the amount of money I'm gonna spend. I'm gonna be a one and done, man. Like I said, if I hear about you progressing, because like I said, when you building a business, from ground up, there's gonna be some stuff that you just have to learn the process through day in and day out. So like I said, ain't nobody perfect, ain't nobody just started yesterday and just built this, Chick-fil-A standard. But again, like I said, it depends on how bad it is. But I never say never. I always give somebody another try. But it's gonna take some time for me to hear about. Hey, they done got better at this. They done got better.
I'll give you another try. But should I?
Hey man, just one.
I hear you, Pastor. Pastor Chatman. That's real though, man. we can take the whole conversation because that's real. I just like if you buy candles from Hot Wicks and Scents, shout out to my baby, she's probably doing it right now. But if you buy it, you're gonna get that. We're shipping out. You're gonna get she'll process it. She'll ship out within the next 3 business days, 3 to 5 business days. But I'm not finna deal with you. You see what I'm saying? But if you are legit, you doing your thing, I'm going to go to you. I'm going to go to someone black as far as real estate, get my barber. I use shea butter. You see what I'm saying? I'm all about the black circulation. I can't remember the article, but they said the black dollar circulates 30 minutes 3 hours and it's gone, or 3 days, I'm sorry, and it's out. Where the white dollar, it circulates for months, years, and days. The Indians, it circulates in their community. You know, we got to start buying black and stay in the black community and stop hating. We are the only, I'm sorry, I'm going to go on a rant, and I know people going to get mad. Hell, y'all not going to watch the podcast anyway, like CJ said. But
the first 5 minutes.
Hey, listen, first 5 minutes to be done. I see the analytics anyway. Look, we the only people that talk about people that's trying to do good. We the only people. Maybe because I'm not hearing from other communities, but we the only people that dog other people for doing good. Like, why? Fred ain't got to be doing what Sam do. CJ ain't got to do what Fred do. Yeah. They're 2 different individuals. But I guarantee you, but somebody said, if you don't have a hater a day, you're not doing enough.
That's fact.
But why do we live like this, though? Man, look.
I think the black community created that standard. I think that's the standard that's been created.
Yeah.
And then you be just surprised how people in our homes, how it happens in the home when they hear it from their parents or their mom or dad talking about other people, and it just builds up through the age going through life. So you'll be, like I said, I'm not surprised about it because again, I can trace times in my past as a kid, just hearing the gossip. You know what I'm saying? Right,
that's true. It follows. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, man. So you just have to kind of understand the situation. But again, us and what we're trying to create in our families, I don't got no kids, I don't have no family of my own. I got godchildren, but
kids coming soon.
Kids coming soon, yeah. Stay tuned for that one day. But yeah, like I said, when you create that standard in your family, and they build up differently from what you may have done or what you may have heard in the past. Like I said, that's when the standard changes. But right now, for overall in the black community, that's just a standard that's here, and I don't know what it will take for it to decrease or evaporate, but it's here though. Unfortunately,
it's like racism, right? Oh, we supposed to be talking about real estate, but I love this. Listen, this is deep, man. Like I've told Tony this, I've told my parents this, I may have told Fred this. We've had conversations. It's like racism. It is never going to go away, but our job as people while we're on this earth is to provide and make sure we leave some kind of indentation or leave some kind of memory as far as giving back or doing for others. Or I know Chatman, he does his thing as far as giving back and helping others. You see what I'm saying? Like my thing as far as helping others is giving you these people that come on this podcast. Like, why not watch? What's an hour, bro? It is 23 hours in a day. We try to put it at an hour, and they're going to give you the information that you need. Right. No one person I have not interviewed on this podcast I don't get along with. Now, I may not talk to the pastor the same thing I've talked to Fred about. I may not talk to the teachers the same thing I talked to CJ about, but this is my community. Right. It's like my boss. I always go back to my boss circle, episode 9. She has this whole circle of people. That's what it's all about. You see what I'm saying? But it's up to us to do that and create that and stop creating all this hate amongst others. You see what I'm saying? So that's what we got to do better as people, man. I just feel like sometimes we create something, but it's never going to go away. It's never. But what are you going to do while you're here?
Right.
That's why I commend both of you guys.
Hey, appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate it, man. You gotta break the generational.
Ooh, that's hard, boy. That's hard. But no,
right. Hard. That's hard. Hey, generational curses are real, man. So,
but what are you going to do about it right now?
Right.
Today. Look, I'm gonna say one more thing. I promise we'll get back. Sometime, especially this morning, I'm like, damn, I don't feel like getting out of bed. But I know I got to work. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed to be working at home and things of that sort. And if you allow that to defeat you, it'll kill you.
Oh, yeah. Well, definitely.
Kill you.
That's real.
I'm like, dang, but I know, but like about 30 minutes later, I get up and run. It's like, oh, it's time to go. I gotta work. After work, I gotta record. After record, I gotta produce. You know what I'm saying? So it's just that drive. Like you gotta find that drive from somewhere. And if you do not, you have to find that drive. I know if you do not, like my drive for me every morning, that'd be a good closing segment in a minute. Not right now. My drive every morning is getting up, making sure my daughter and my fiance want for nothing. That's my drive. Is to provide. I'm not no punk. I'm a punk to my lady. I'm a punk to my daughter. But my job is to provide. Now we can get into everything else that comes along with that, why people don't do their whatever. But my job every day is to provide for my family. And you want to ask me what makes me happy? That makes me happy. Putting a smile on their face. And if I have not put a smile on their face by the time I go to sleep at night, I have not done my job. That's not stunting. That's not saying I'm better than anybody. That's facts. All right, I'm done because I'll go in.
Hey, you giving me something to look up to one day, dog. I'm trying to talk about the way you talking one day, man.
It's real, man, because like how Fred talk about houses where he started at. That's the same way I started. Like, everybody, like, oh man, look, Shan got his podcast. He live in a nice crib. He traveled with his girl. It was never always like that.
Right.
That's why I always say, man, people say I take from Nick Saban, who cares? But I know CJ gonna say something about it. It's really about trusting the process. CJ told you that at the beginning of the podcast. Fred told you. People didn't believe in his dream. You have to really trust that process. I talked about it a couple weeks ago on my Monday Minute about we love the destination, boy. We love getting $1 million. We love getting that big house. We love doing all these things, but are we really obsessed with the process?
Right.
And if you're not, you're never going to be able to get to your destination. All right, I'm done.
No, bro, that's
real, boy.
Hey, that Saban quote, "Who cares, man?" One of my OGs talked to me about that when he I think he read his book or he heard it on something, whatever. But he was saying, "Who cares, man?" At the end of the day, what you're going to do, the process is here, and that's why I think like Alabama is who they are now because each year. They got a offense coordinator leaving, a defense coordinator leaving, somebody leaving every year. But the process, how they orchestrate that organization, day in, day out, it does not change. So once you create it's a standard.
So whoever leaves, still the same.
I can go in tomorrow at the OC job, and the standard is there. It's up for me to meet that standard. And if I'm not going to meet it, I'm going to be gone. But at the end of the day, that standard is there. So I think a lot of people have to apply that. But again, everybody can't understand that process too. And that's one thing. That's where you kind of elevate yourself and what you talk about because everybody not going to understand the standard.
They ain't gonna understand.
That's not for you to make them do. Because like I said, you will go crazy trying to make somebody understand what you trying to bring up to the table, bring towards the table. So yeah, man, that's $100. Like, hey, you got to elevate so you can, make things happen. But that standard, once that standard is there, you can bring yourself down lower for somebody to benefit from the standard that you're trying to create. So that's 100. That's real. Hey, who cares?
I got. Hey, that's another one. Who cares? I've heard it before. Look, I go on all day. Fred, what's up, man? Talk to me.
Man, nothing, man. I'm just here. Y'all talk. What's going on? Man. Ask a question, man.
Let me ask you, Fred, because I promise I'll go in. And my girl, if she was right here, she'd be like, "Baby, you see the time. It don't matter. Who cares? They ain't watch it anyway." The people who need to watch it.
You the master producer. You can break it up in segments, right?
Nah, I'm going straight through. I thought about that, but people listen too. That's why it's on other streams, other platforms like Apple Podcasts. People like to listen. Like my girl, she likes to listen while, she's going to the grocery store, she's working out or walking the dog or whatever. That's what she do. I like listening too. I don't like watching. So that's why I put it on different platforms for people to, enjoy it the way they like to enjoy it.
Yeah, but no, we can make a part 2. I got a little bit more time.
I'm gonna come back. I promise you, I'm gonna have 5 of y'all up here. It's gonna shut the room down. We're gonna get into some real stuff. But
no, need more than an hour.
Maybe we can break it into segments like you said. I'm gonna let you produce it. Fred may come up here and sit with this mic over here. Well, now my girl will be here. We'll set you up. We'll set you up. But now, what's next for you, Fred? Like, what you got cooking in the oven without giving all your secrets?
Man, just growing, man. More properties. You know what I mean? Just staying on the path. You know, and then just try to treat everybody fair. Everybody got a different definition of what's right and wrong. I try to just treat everybody fair. I got an LLC. I put it in my son's name, Mason Cameron Estates.
Oh, that's dope.
Hold
on, let me write this GM down. Kirsten.
Okay. Just keep going, man. Just keep going.
Cool. What about you? What about you, Chatman? What's next for you?
Oh man, just building a brand. There's so many opportunities in real estate that you can dive into. So my thing, man, is really just building a firm foundation on the residential side, buyers and sellers. And then once I grow that to where I want it to be, like I said, just kind of, taking a different direction in real estate with, investing in Birmingham and other areas. Because a lot of that is going on right now. Birmingham is, just going up. There's a lot of flips, a lot of people investing in Birmingham from all over the world. That's the crazy thing. It's not just people here. You got people that's investing from New York, like Cali. It's just crazy about how people are coming in and investing into Birmingham market. So, like I said, I want to jump in and get my piece of that pie too. So that's probably what that's me once I get my, where I want to position that in the real estate, residential side, is to jump into the investment side as well, multifamily, things of that nature.
Yeah, Birmingham got that Amazon fulfillment center, don't they?
They got two coming. Yeah, they got the main one, and they got another one in the Irondale area, and then it's another one. I don't know. I've seen the article, but I can't remember what area it is. But yeah, man, Amazon taking over Birmingham like ain't no other. So they come in and making it happen.
It's crazy. That's an opportunity, man. Like that's dope, man. Like, so what advice do you guys give like people that want to flip homes or get into real estate? Like, what advice do you give them? Like the real and keep it real. Let them know like how hard work it is.
Just be patient, man. Patience is a virtue. Invest in yourself, and then don't try to take a shortcut, man. And just start from the bottom, man, and just work hard, and don't fall into the hype. And then when you make money, save money. You ain't got to spend every dollar. Save your money. Even if you see somebody else doing this and that, man, just stay on your path.
Yeah, I think one of my goals is the money I make from my website, ElevateBySJC.com. I don't have none of the gear on today. Yeah, I really don't. That's cool. But my website, go visit. Is that money is put that back into my business, using that business, to put into my LLC, which is coming soon. I'm not gonna tell you the name, but I gotta go revisit the name. I'm gonna put Kirsten's name on there, but that's real, man. Not like people that like, why use that money from my website to go buy some clothes and I work from home? You see what I'm saying?
Because you see John down the street, he got the new Gucci's on, and he looking you up and down like you ain't got it. You know what I mean?
Like I thought about the other day, I was like, man, I want these because I bought a lot of shoes during COVID, right? When it first started. And now I'm like, why would I buy some shoes to a job I may go in once a week? Don't make sense. And we go on dates, I'm gonna wear loafers.
Yeah, because
my loafers ain't even worn yet in my closet. You see what I'm saying? So that money I'm gonna put back in my business and working on my LLC that's coming real soon. But that's dope, man. But I appreciate you guys coming on the podcast. Any last words I want to give, or before you after you give your last word, just go into how you can be reached. I
got a Facebook, Fred Copeland, and then my Instagram is down there. Scrolling. And then it ain't, it's all basic. And then I got an email, f.copeland@hotmail. I ain't got no Gmail. I got Hotmail, old school.
Cool.
And Sam got my number. You know what I'm saying? Go through him.
I got the black book, y'all. Look, you ain't saving information right here. What about you, Chatman? Like any advice or anything in last words, how you can be reached?
I say my last words would probably be anybody that's looking to invest in real estate. I would recommend a book. I read it last year called Profit First. Shout out to my boy Justin Williams. He put me on that book. That's a great book about business. If you really take in consideration about investing in the real estate and building a business and building a portfolio, anybody, not even real estate, just business alone, Profit First is a great book. You can reach me on Facebook at Chatman Hill, Instagram, Chatman Hill _realtor. My email is chatmanhillrealtor@gmail.com. So like I said, you can plug me in. I think LinkedIn, Chatman Hill. So anything you can pull up, just put in Chatman Hill and you can probably pull me up. So appreciate you, bro, for giving me the opportunity to be on here as well, man.
Yes.
I'm a local show, man. I'm a young country boy, man. So hey, be on my first podcast. I feel good about it.
Cool. Hey, make sure you send that link to that book so I can put it in the episode notes so people can go to it and read it, man. I'm all about getting our people. Is he our people?
He's not, but the knowledge of that
put his ass on. No, I would still put him on there.
It's true game, but you got to invest into it because it's stuff that you have to do on your side to actually get to what he's talking about in the book. So
cool.
I'll drop you the link. I'm gonna say this one last thing.
Go ahead. This your show, baby. This your show. I'm here.
It's an agent, and to go back when we were talking about people not watching you, or you think people don't watch you. There was an agent in my office, man, and he was talking about his story. He said he had got into podcasting, and he said like his first check was like what he made was like 10 cents or something like that. Skip your whole year forward, man. That guy making like $10K a month. So, hey, like you said, you may not think nobody watching you, and people that you may want to watch your podcast may not watch it, but it's some people out there that are really going to devote it to it. So, hey, man, to you and what you got doing and what you creating on your, I pray many blessings on your podcast, bro. So, salute to you and what you got going, man, and hopefully this thing go crazy. And like I said, you bring good content to the people, so that's all that matters. So, appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate it, man.
And another thing, what Chatman was saying, man, that book, even if it's not black, it's educated. That's what kind of got me pushing towards being a real estate guy. A white man came and told me the wisest words ever. He was like, "It's only so much land on this earth." You know what I mean? And he was like, "Invest in that because you need a place to stay."
Yeah.
And so that's what kind of pushed me in real estate. So. And black people too, don't be so closed-minded. Just don't be black all the time. Like, it's other races that'll help you. You know what I mean? It's just it's not all about being black. So
true. Yeah, y'all done drop some gems, man. Make sure y'all people. The only thing I ask you guys, I always ask everybody on every episode if I don't ask it on camera. Make sure when I post a video or post a flyer, I gotta redo it because somebody couldn't join. Make sure y'all repost it. Also, make sure you come back on the show. I know y'all got money. Y'all about to be millionaires. Don't forget where y'all is. Fred, you out on the street, homeboy. I know where you live at. CJ, I most definitely know where you live at. The old street up, baby.
Unfortunately, you do.
I do want to have maybe season 1, season 2 people come back on. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I'm probably gonna have to do it on Zoom because this one only allows up to 10 people. But I think it'll be dope for people to share, hey, since the podcast, how life been going for you. So I'm going to try to do, I am going to do something not try, but it takes time because, everybody got a different schedule. So, you know what I'm saying? So, but I most definitely appreciate you guys, man. How you can reach me is ElevateBySJC on all platforms, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Cash App, all those good things. We appreciate you guys for listening. I always forget to say this, man. So how we close the show out is I say elevation requires, and all together we'll say separation. Y'all ready? Okay, on 3.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. On 3. I'm gonna say elevation requires, we all say separation. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Elevation requires
separation.
Peace. We out.